Today's Monday, so that means I'm in Urogyn clinic all day. I have my jade figs on today. In urogynecology clinic, the most common complaints that I've seen so far are pelvic organ prolapse, urinary incontinence, and myofascial pelvic pain. Something I absolutely love about Urogyn clinic is that we learn an extremely detailed pelvic exam. This exam allows us to diagnose and stage pelvic organ prolapse, as well as identify specific muscle aches within the pelvic floor. Part of the exam is just checking for tension and pain along different muscles, including puborectalis, obturator internus, and levator ani. If myofascial pain is identified, it can even be treated with vaginal icing and pelvic floor physical therapy, just as you would treat any other sore or injured muscle. Another thing I really enjoy about Urogyn clinic is the variety in management plans, which can range all the way from behavioral changes to medications to surgery. Overall, the field is extremely satisfying since you are often improving patients' quality of life so dramatically. Finally, home, and Ryan's already cooking a delicious and healthy meal. And of course, can't forget about Bama. Gotta give him some of these salmon skins for a special treat. I've always wanted a tattoo, so I'm trying out some temporary spots to see where I like it the best. And now time to wind down with some Bachelor. Another morning and another breakfast for our good boy. Good morning, today's Tuesday. On our ambulatory rotation, I am in High Rob, which is our high-risk OB clinic. I'm there all day today. We have clinic patients that are scheduled from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I work with 2 fourth-year residents, a third year, and an intern as well. So we're all taking turns seeing patients. It is a very busy clinic because every patient is so complicated. The clinic is staffed by a fellow as well as an attending. So we present the patient and our plan to both of them, and then they either agree with the plan or they have their recommendations about how to make the plan even stronger. Hardest part of the day is always leaving Bama at home. Today was really fun. I saw a lot of new things, so I got a lot of learning done, but I saw a lot of like classic high-risk OB patients as well, and it's really interesting to compare like how I previously saw these patients as an intern to how I see them now, and I just feel like I've grown a lot. It was really refreshing to see where I am in terms of my growth and also in terms of how much growth I still have the potential to accomplish. Every day that I'm in clinic, I try to pick a couple topics that I review pretty thoroughly when I get home. Reading about it immediately just helps it stick even more, especially because you can think of a person specifically that you've seen and actually think about how you would take care of them. I have teaching tomorrow. We also have grand rounds. Like I mentioned before, we usually have that Wednesday morning. And tomorrow's grand rounds is actually going to be by one of the REI fellows that I'm working on a research project with. And part of our research project will take place tomorrow. So I'm going to prep a couple things for that. I'm going to get to bed so I can wake up early and still feel refreshed and get a workout in. Morning, today is Wednesday. This morning I have grand rounds followed by teaching. Like I mentioned before in this video, I'm performing a research study with one of the fellows in the REI department, and it's centered around this grand round. So I'm headed to campus early so I can sit down and get ready for that. I also have a dermatology appointment. In previous videos I mentioned that I have alopecia areata, so I do get steroid injections into those spots. Those spots that got injected have been getting better, but I've been developing more spots of hair loss, which is really not fun. It's mostly in the front here. like at my hairline, which is the worst actually. Actually, my part used to be kind of over here, but I had to change my part because of the hair loss. So I'm hoping that it won't get any worse than it is now. So that's part of my day today. So I just got home from the dermatologist. So you might even be able to see I have some wheals on my scalp here from where they injected me and where the steroids are. So we will let them do their magic and hopefully all this thinning will look a little bit better in a few weeks. Also, do we love this necklace? We have a group chat and we call ourselves the OBs with like a bee emoji. This necklace, if you can see, has a bee on it. That is representative of our class. So one of my co-residents actually got us all these matching necklaces. Ryan and I keep these instant Indian meal packets in our cabinet for when we're too busy or too tired to cook. And I know there's a ton of sodium in these prepackaged meals, but they're so delicious and they're just a really nice, quick comfort food in moderation. Time to take the pup out for a little walk. He is a winter dog through and through. He absolutely loves the snow. He'll stay out there all day if he can. This is truly his happy place. Now, time to get a little bit of studying done. As you know, my goal is to do 3 questions from our OBGYN question bank. And then finally ending the night with a little hangout with all my co-residents. My class is super close and we like to do what's called Wind Down Wednesday, which literally means on Wednesday afternoons, we just sit around and drink wine and enjoy each other's company. Starting the day off right with snuggles with Bama. Morning, today's Thursday. Last night I was at my friend's house super late, so I just woke up right before I needed to leave, essentially. So no workout for today, but that's okay. I realized that in residency, it's extremely difficult to work out every day, and I know I used to, like, that was one of my goals before, but at this point, if I work out like 3 to 4 times a week, I am pretty happy with that. We have our diabetes and pregnancy clinic today, and then in the afternoon, I'll be with Gynoc. So it'll be a full day of clinic again. I'll probably be home around 5 today. I'm gonna head out now because, like I said, I woke up super late and I'm probably already running super late. Luckily for me, I didn't realize, but our first clinic patient wasn't even scheduled for 8:30. So surprise, I'm actually here early and I have time to review some of their charts and enjoy my coffee before I have to start seeing some patients. After we wrap up our pregnancy diabetes clinic, I head over to see some Gynoc patients and check out this absolutely beautiful view on my way home. Good morning, today's Friday. Please ignore this weird crease I have on my head from sleeping in a very strange position. On Fridays during ambulatory, I have my own resident clinic in the morning, which means I see my personal patients and then they get staffed with an attending. And then in the afternoon, we have Pulpo clinic. It just ensures that anyone who has an abnormal pap during resident clinic is able to have the proper assessment and management. So again, another full day of clinic, which is basically the ambulatory life. I just got home not too long ago from clinic. I had an extremely busy clinic day. This morning at my continuity clinic, I saw 9 patients, which we usually will see, you know, somewhere between like 6 and 8. So 9 is kind of at the heavier end of clinic schedule. Sometimes you are the only person that is listening to these patients and you are the only person that's like really providing them with healthcare, and it just feels very impactful, and I just get a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction out of seeing my clinic patients. Speaking of clinic, Ryan is behind me in this video. He also had a crazy busy clinic day and he's actually finishing up his notes too, and it's already 6 p.m. We are really just showing you the true life of residency, sometimes even after a full day of work. I was at clinic seeing patients from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and I still have some notes that I need to finish. We document everything, which is important for a lot of reasons, primarily because it helps us with patient care so that next time we see them, we know our thought process and what we did and what we need to follow up on. I am gonna follow Ryan's lead and finish my notes for the afternoon as well, especially because I am on vacation next week and I really don't wanna have to worry after tonight about finishing up any loose ends. So I am going to snuggle with Bama while I finish up those clinic notes, and I'll see you on my next video.